Many of you know Julie Hardin as the executive director for In Concert Sierra, but did you know that she and her family and other business partners owned and operated a popular restaurant in Nevada City called the Boozy Rouge? Hope I said that right. Complete with singing food servers. It was there she met pianist Ken Hardin, and who became her future husband. And in 1997, Julie started as the marketing consultant with the Twin Cities Concert Association, which later became In Concert Sierra. So we'd like to take this opportunity to welcome Julie to our program and help us celebrate Women's History Month. Julie, welcome here. Glad to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. What can you tell us about what's going on at In Concert Sierra? I know you got this big building being built. So what's exactly going on there?
Well, we have a lot going on, obviously. With In Concert Sierra, our concert side of the business, the presenting, we have just recently created a collaboration with the Chamber Music Society of Lincoln Center in New York. And so that's really been helpful in many ways with marketing and artistry, et cetera. So we just started our new residency series with them, and that was just 2 weeks ago that we started that. And they're very excited about our new building because of the concert hall in particular. So we're building for those who don't know, we're building an acoustic concert hall, and which will complement the concert hall basically that we have at the Center for the Arts, which is fantastic for amplified music, but doesn't necessarily work for classical music and acoustic music as well. So we also will have a conference center that will seat 300 people with a large kitchen and plenty of parking. And we will have a black box theater that the theater community really, really needs. And all of this is right up the street at the Whispering Pines business court, and it is a 42,000 square foot building.
Oh my gosh.
Which is why we can have so much in one building. The unique thing about the concert hall is that there are only 12 other acoustic shoebox shaped acoustic concert halls in the country. We'll be the only one in a rural area. And that's pretty unusual for a small community like ours to have the incredible concert halls we're going to have.
Let me say, you mentioned a black box.
Black box theater?
Theater. What is a black box theater?
It's a black box.
Okay.
Ours has a 30-foot ceiling, so it's quite high. And what it is a black box room, basically, that the theater community can do whatever they want. They can put the stage in the middle, they can put it on the side, any side they want. They can configure the audience in any way they want. And so it really gives them a lot of flexibility in the space. And then we'll also have state-of-the-art lighting and sound
in the room.
In the facility.
In the
in
black
that
box theater. How many people would that seat?
About 150.
About 150? And now your concert hall, how many will that seat?
That one will seat 540.
540. Okay. Are you looking at bringing in anything besides you said classical, and
we do classical music.
Yeah. What else would you be bringing in anything else, or
well,
you pretty much staying?
We will stay true to our third Sunday series, which is classical music, and also the Chamber Music Society of Lincoln Center residency series.
Oh, okay.
But and we will probably branch out into a few other things. Maybe it would have to be acoustic music. We will not be doing folk music, but that is obviously something that many of the folk musicians in town are interested in performing there. It will be rented out a lot to different organizations. We can do main stage plays on that stage as well, like musicals. We're looking at doing, not in concert itself, but like I said, people can rent the facility. So there have been talk about lecture series, having college classes there in the morning. We've talked about having a theater company that is out of Sonoma called Transcendence Theater. They've talked about bringing their musicals up here and having a musical in the summer or the winter time, which they would probably do in the concert hall.
Broadway musicals?
They are Broadway players, yes.
Yes.
They're from, when they're not on Broadway, they perform at Transcendence Theater, and then we'll get a little bit of that up here.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Yeah, we're pretty excited.
Now, I should have asked you, you've been doing this now, how many years have you been the executive director?
Well, I started, like they said, in 1997, and so I was officially made the executive director in 2002. So 24 years, something like that. But I've been with the organization since 1997, and basically functioning as the executive director because we didn't really have one at that time.
That's a tremendous growth you've had.
It's amazing, and the fun thing about it is that it's constant change. You know, I have to learn so much all the time, so that's been a lot of fun to do that.
Where are you doing your concerts at now?
So currently, our main place is the Seventh-day Adventist Church off of Osborne Hill Road, across from Union Hill School. It's a wonderful acoustic facility, and they're wonderful to work with. We've been really lucky to be there for the past 20 some odd years. And we also, right now, because we're trying out the residency series, which will have different days, not just Sunday, we are also at Peace Lutheran Church in Grass Valley. And,
okay, just so I can get an idea, you said roughly 540 people in your new concert facility.
Correct.
How many can you have at the church now?
500.
Oh, so it's going to be a
501, actually. I can get another chair in one more place.
Okay, yeah. One corner. Well, unless I come, then I take up 2 seats.
Oh, come on.
Anyway, can you tell me some of the performers that are coming soon to In Concert Sierra?
Yes, that's very exciting.
And what types?
So on March 16th, we'll have Windsync, which is a wind quintet, and they tour worldwide. So they'll be here on March 16th, and then on April 27th, which we'll have I think it's 27th, it might be 28th. Anyway, it's the Chamber Music Society of Lincoln Center Ensemble, and it's called Spanish Journey. And we'll be bringing back this guitarist who is a world-renowned Grammy Award-winning guitarist, Jason Vio. And he's in that group. We'll have a singer as well. It's a wonderful program. And then we have our own Sierra Master Chorale and Orchestra that will perform in May. And then in June, we bring back the Chamber Music Society of Lincoln Center with their artistic director and pianist Wu Han and her trio.
Okay. Now I have to, since you mentioned Windsync, I have to ask you a question. I saw the notice, advertisement, whatever you want to call it, in the prospector part of the paper, a Union, about them. And I noticed one of their performers was carrying a brass instrument.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
A French horn. How does that fit in with?
Well, you blow into it.
I thought it was, well, yeah, but it was. I was thinking woodwinds.
It's right, and so it is considered a wind instrument, and you would need my
just
husband,
like a trumpet or a trombone or whatever it would be.
Right.
Yeah.
And you would need my husband, the artistic director, Ken, to come and explain that better to you.
Okay, I was just curious because
I
saw
so
that French horn. Well, no, and a little personal. I used to play the French horn in high school and junior high. And,
oh wow, that's not an instrument. That's not an easy one. That's a hard instrument. I do know that. Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't played it in many years.
Well,
I couldn't.
We can't get you on stage.
No, I'm afraid not. No, you might get this black come out of it or something like that.
But they are also doing, Windsync will be doing a third grade concert series the next day. They'll do 2 concerts for all of the third graders in Nevada County, where we bus them to the church, the Seventh-day Adventist Church, and they will, so we have over 600 kids coming, and they will perform for the kids.
Okay. Question. Why do you choose third graders?
That's a great question.
And the reason I ask that is my mother used to be a third grade teacher. And, there's certain things you learned in third grade, like cursive writing and multiplication tables.
Right.
But why do you choose third grade for this?
Third grade is it's a wonderful age, for one thing, and it's the age of curiosity. But you also, that's when a lot of the school programs that have music programs will have a child choose an instrument.
Oh,
And
okay.
so because Ken creates a very varied program throughout the year, he always chooses something different for the third grade. And so this year happens to be WindSync. We had them a few years ago in 2018, and the kids loved them. They had them up and moving to the music. And this time they'll be doing Peter and the Wolf. So it's just something that really engages the kids at that age. And then they look forward to perhaps moving forward and choosing an instrument on their own.
Okay. Will you be doing, for example, our high schools and whatnot, their concerts, their concert bands, or plays that they put on? Will some of them be working with you to possibly perform at your center also?
Yes, when we get to that point, when we have our center, we are talking to the high schools about various different programs we can do, and we're very excited about that.
Or I guess maybe Sierra. I don't know if Sierra College
Sierra
has
College we've
a
talked
music
to.
program
They have,
also.
and they're working on getting more of a music program up here. So we're talking to Sierra College. We've been talking to Nevada Union about not just music, but even culinary arts and floral arts and things that they can then help the kids learn when we're having a conference or a wedding or whatever else is going on at the building.
All right.
So,
is there anything else you want to add that I haven't asked you about? And be aware that you may say something that I ask another question about. But right now, is there anything that you want to add?
Well, we are looking to hopefully open within the year, a year from now. And but meanwhile, we have tours on Saturday, so people can come and see the building and its construction, which it's pretty awe-inspiring. It's especially when you go into the concert hall. It's the ceiling is 40 feet, and it's just this wonderful big expanse. And if you love to sing, you can come and sing in that space and just hear it.
I don't think you want to hear me sing.
Well, we can maybe your French horn.
No. I'd probably sing like a French horn. So there you go.
There you go. Might just work. It would resonate. So
there you go.
Yeah. So we do those on Saturdays, and it's a really great thing for the community to come up and see what we're doing.
Now, of course, you have memberships, sponsorships that you have and stuff. I'm curious, and I'll ask, what about naming the theater I don't know, the Hills Flat Lumber Theater?
How about the Keith Theater?
Well,
right?
the Keith, or whoever sponsors it.
Yeah,
I mean,
so we do have that possibility. It's a $3 million request that we have to name the building. We've had the concert hall. We've had named by our board member, Barbara Drew, and her husband, Dennis, have named the concert hall after Ken and me. So it's going to be called My Husband and Me. So it's going to be called Hardin Hall.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't that kind of fun? Wonderful. Yeah, it's kind of like Toad Hall, but Hardin Hall. No.
So you're worth $3 million anyway,
I know.
Right?
So that's $1 million for that one. Because that's just the concert hall, which we're really honored. And then the Black Box Theater will be called the Ken Getz Black Box Theater after Ken Getz, who was the founder of Sierra Stages. And so the theater community has come together and they're working on that campaign. It's an ongoing campaign.
Terrific.
And then the conference hall has been named by our founding donor as well.
Okay.
So.
I didn't know. You go to for example, Major League Baseball, Oracle Park for the
right. We're doing the same thing.
In Sacramento, it's Sutter Health Park. I didn't know if you were getting any kind of corporate sponsorship.
We're working on that. We also have a seat naming where you could have your name on your seat. So for $1,000. So we have lots of different naming possibilities.
All right, terrific.
Pretty fun.
Anything else you want to throw in?
I think you covered a lot.
Did I?
I'm out of breath.
Did I do a good job?
You did a great job.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good. They'll raise my pay here.
So. Oh, good.
All right. Thank you very much.